I once present to you our project of traffic jam management. I'm Kataike Anita once again. Traffic jam is still a very big problem in Uganda, as talked about, as a lines of stationary or very slow moving traffic is caused by roadworks. So we shall use AI to investigate this problem. What's the background and AI accountability? Traffic congestion. It has increased substantially since the 1950s. So here we are talking about how far traffic jam has come. How long has it been in place? So the term traffic jam originated in rail transportation, specifically the freight railroads. The first recorded traffic jam in history was on November 11th, 1921. So AI can now predict and control the flow of people, objectives, vehicles, and goods at different points on the transportation network with great accuracy. So that is AI accountability for our project. Also, AI is also making it possible to reduce accidents by optimizing flows across intersections, as well as improving safety during periods when roads are shut down due to construction and other events. So AI has also allowed for effective mass transit like ride sharing services. When we look at the significance of this project, so proper traffic management can ensure that traffic flows smoothly and efficiently. So that is the reason as to why I came up with this project, to control traffic, to be able to make sure that traffic flows smoothly and efficiently. To also make sure that there is fair access for different transport modes and the more sustainable modes are encouraged. And also to make sure that these roads and the streets are safe for all users, the motorists, the pedestrians, and all others that use the road. So what will be the scope of our project? Weakening the performance of the traffic incidents. Scope, as it relates to traffic flow management, we can define it as the range of influence, like the impact for a particular traffic management. To what extent will it be? To what extent will a traffic management measure, like a traffic management measure initiative, to what extent will it impact our project? Determining the impact of traffic incidents, analyzing the existing traffic system. Scope can be determined by the distance, the center, the tire, and what will be our problem statement to ease congestion on parallel local roadways, improve access to regional activity centers, promote the use of public transport, implement traffic safety rules. And so this will be done by the traffic police to make sure that, and also make sure that everyone is able to know about those traffic safety rules. So there are many AI research questions, and these include, but if we talk about them, Like, how will artificial intelligence change the future? Like, why do we need artificial intelligence? How can we apply it? Like, why do we really do this research? Why do we have to deal with it, artificial intelligence? So these are the commonly asked questions. What is artificial intelligence? What are some common benefits? Like, can artificial intelligence become smarter than humans? Should humanity fear advances in artificial intelligence? So those are some of the research questions that are always asked about artificial intelligence. Then we shall talk about the hypothesis, which is referred as the interpretation of a practical situation or condition taken as the ground for action. Like an assumption, an idea, it is like an assumption or an idea that is proposed for the sake of argument so that it can be tested, so to see if it might be true. A hypothesis is usually tentative. It is like an assumption, like a suggestion that is made strictly for the objective or purpose of it being tested. So some of the hypotheses include that data science initial models don't scale or are too experimental to be used. So those are some of the assumptions or the suggestions. Then data science or machine language models, well, brilliant, and innovative, don't meet the business requirements, or they are too fragile to respond to change in the supporting data. We can also talk of the AI initiatives are driven by the company's internal IT organizations. Sorry about that. So AI initiatives are driven by the company's internal IT organizations and inherit waterfall challenges. So some companies see AI as part of an overall data warehouse initiative. You can also talk of an hypothesis of companies don't have the patience for the time it takes to deliver on AI or machine language projects. So, like, given the uncertainty of success and timelines, like for many proposed AI projects, these ones may die before they even have a chance to begin. So that is also an assumption. Then also there is a lack of a product approach to artificial intelligence. To artificial intelligence projects is core to project failure and increased risk. So those are some of the hypotheses. We shall also look at AI research objectives. First of all, one of the objectives is to create technology that allows computers and machines to work intelligently. AI solves problems, like problems that humans would not actually solve. Like, humans would rather create a robot than work to make those robots that work to make our lives better, without even minding on how it looks, how it sounds. Artificial intelligence, another objective of artificial intelligence is to shape the future of every company So artificial intelligence is quickly becoming a crucial tool for all companies. It is because they're using this technology to streamline their processes. So it can help the company to save in the long run and be able to be productive in other fields. Artificial intelligence also prepares another objectives to prepare for a boom in what? In big data. Big data has already taken up the world by storm. Like, if you really didn't know, it is on a large scale. So AI will be able to do much more for the analysis of this data than humans ever did. Then we can talk of another objective. AI will help with planning, performing more complex tasks, creating synergy artificial. So the problem that computer scientists are running up against is the fear and rejection that may be that fear that people have to AI. Like, people don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to work with something they don't understand. So one of the key objectives of AI is to develop a strong synergy between AI and humans so that they can always work together and enhance the capabilities of both. So those are some of the AI research objectives. Then the proposed AI methodology. Have the use case assessment. So here you have to first access the use cases to allow problems at hand to emerge clearly, as well as the objectives. So the case assessment will require like active listening and then absorbing in the facts of the use case. Then another methodology that AI would use is problem and use case prioritization. With this, so this is done based on like complexity of implementation, the cost, the speed, the impact. It also involves discussing with the company on the most critical use cases to explore. So this methodology, I think, will help AI to accomplish its works. Then you also have solution selection. Before that, you have starting a feasibility study. So these methodologies have to be followed in order. So you start up a feasibility study. So after doing the use case assessment, the problem and use case prioritization, you start a feasibility study. So this study will be initiated and it will include things like solution evaluation, the time and resources planning, and so many others. And then you also have the solution. Another methodology that AI would use would be solution selection. So after all the feasibility study and all the other methodologies, so the client can now decide the solution which is the best fit based on the budget and many other things. Then we also have another methodology of project development. It involves like analyzing the algorithm for specific problems, design and build a system to allow data acquisition. Then you also have analysis of the results. So this is presented both in printed format and in a live presentation that we will organize to explain our findings to the clients. I think that's all I can say about AI methodology. These are some of the references you can use for more information on what I've been able to present to you. Thanks for listening, and I urge you to again subscribe to my channel to always follow me up. Thank you for listening.